Log auto loading with no scripts? Yep, it is real, it is happening, and let's be having moves bringing it to consoles.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
I know it seems too good to be true, but I mean, that just happened. And you can unload it really easy as well. Look at that. Get a little pop right there, bring it back, some more there. There you go. Now, doing autoload, even with bales, is not the easiest thing to do in the world. And logs, well, forget about it. We've never had log autoload before on consoles. What has happened here is Let's Be Having to Move has utilized the system that we've got for the containers. So these are technically custom containers in the form of a pallet. Yes, these are actually pallets. I'll show you guys the connection for the pallet here in just a second, but you can load them up and they will turn into these. Now, once they are on the trailers, however, they can be unloaded and then they're in pallet form. So normal log goes on the trailer. When it comes off, it is a custom pallet technically, but also technically it is a container because these trailers have to have a perfect length of the log to load on them, or else you get docked, just like you do with the containers. So just like with this one, where you need to either have a 12 meter or 9 meter or 6 meter log to go in to not lose anything, you also need a 12 meter log to go onto this in order to not lose anything. You will lose around 15%. I think that's what the base game is using. I got anywhere from 14 up to 19% when I was doing my testing, so numbers could vary depending on the type of log. But that's not it, because we're also getting one of these as well, where we could do either 5 meter or 7 meter version. So it's a little bit longer there as well. We've also got some pretty cool stuff when it comes to loading left, right, or back, or unloading. And then we also have some unrealistic capacities up to 200,000 liters, which is very, very cool. So sit back and relax so I can show you everything you need to know about auto-loading logs for consoles and how I'm so excited about it. You have no idea. Look at that, that was awesome. So we'll start with this guy first. This is the LT40-8L from Pitts Trailers, and it will hold 44,000 liters or 200,000 liters of wood. We have a couple different configurations for unloading. You could unload right, which is going to be the right of the trailer that we're looking at here. We've also got unloading to the left, and then we have unloading to the back. So the back of the trailer, obviously, that's where that pallet of logs, is what we're calling it, will appear. We also have the unrealistic capacity, so you could do unrealistic unloading right, left, and back as well. As I mentioned, 200,000 liters for those. We do have the front guard on this trailer, and we have rim colors, but that is it. It's pretty standard when it comes to this one, and the other one as well. That's the Riedler Farsenbergbau. I don't know how to say that. This is the RUH327 Autoload. So as we mentioned, this one is very similar. So you've got the 5 meter unloading right, left, and back, or the 7 meter unloading right, left, and back. And then you've got the 12 meter unrealistic unloading right, left, and back at 200,000 liters. So this is going to take in 12 meter logs, just like the larger one. So not 5 or 7 as this size would have generally done. So if you want to load up more unrealistic, get the most out of it, not lose your 15%, load up 12 meter logs with this one. This one we do have a couple mud flap designs, so that's pretty cool. Nice, looking good there. And then we also have colors with this one as well. So we do have one that's going to change up not only your wheel hubs, but also the bits and bobs there to the side. We could change up the frame itself along the bottom. And of course we have rim colors for this one as well. Additionally, we have a wood distribution mod here, which works as a production. You can put the logs into this from those pallets, and you can send it off to a production chain or wherever accepts logs. Currently in its state, these are 2 different mods, and they both include this. The final version might be 1 pack. We don't know yet. I'm not quite sure, but it works very similar to the lazy distribution because, well, the modder who made this also made a lazy distribution. So there's that as well. I will throw one of these down just so you guys can see that. Also, no customization or anything, so you're not going to be putting like a stack of logs beside it like that or something like that. Put a stack of logs beside it, it's going to send them somewhere. This works handily because there's some production chains in the base game and mods that do not accept containers. And places that don't accept containers will not accept these logs right here. So heads up through there. So now that you've seen it, you've kind of seen how it works a little bit. I'm going to show you just how wild this is, because the test that I'm getting ready to show is what blew my mind. So here's a 2-meter version of all the logs that we can spawn using easy dev, except for one down there that's accidentally like 5 or 6 meters. Don't ask what happened with that one. We're gonna load all of these in about a split second, so don't blink. First, we need to enable auto loading. So I'm gonna press the left bumper and A, and that is going to enable my auto loading. I have the unrealistic version here because I don't know how many liters this is gonna be, but that's it. Now, you are going to get all that stuff at the top right-hand corner saying that the target is 12 meters, and the log that I entered was wrong, so I got about 15% less. Now, obviously, it also goes through with that log there. Might be a little bit low, but it is what it is. There are straps, so this does have straps. You can use this as a regular log trailer if you prefer, but it does not strap down on the pallet itself. Worth noting. So this is 27,991 liters. Very cool. So that was all those stumps and stuff. That's all that was. Over here, we've got our spot. I've got it set to unload to the left. So I'm just going to come here, and then we're going to press right on the right bumper rather, and we click Y for unload. If you're on PlayStation, I'm sure you know how to go for that. So you see we've got another thing here that says not enough space to unload. Now visibly, there's nothing in there, but we still have a little bit left. So we're going to unload that. There we go. It does have a limited amount for pallets. I think it's 22,000 liters. So you see there's nothing here yet. But if we go into here, which my mouse never works first time, with distribution, we have 27,991 liters in there. All the liters made its way here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to change the output to distributing. And then we've just got this here. We'll let a little bit of time pass. I guess I could do all of this in one go. We do need to go. There we go. Done to the top of the hour. That's all we had to do. 11,470 liters of wood are now over here. So we've not had to worry about bringing over a distribution center or anything, or one of those pallets. We just put it in here. And this holds all of the stuff. Holds a lot, 100,000 liters in there. So we can really do some damage with it. Now, I don't know how many logs this is, but these are a bunch of 12-meter Manchurian pines. Or lodgepole, not a lodgepole, Manchurian pine, yeah. Regardless, they're 12 meters. If you would, well, first off, if you could stack all of these that purdy, you've done a really good job, and you should probably win the logging league with your eyes closed. But for us, we're not that good. So I'm gonna go ahead here. We're gonna grab the other Autoload trailer, which we haven't shown off yet. We are going to go for the unrealistic capacity. It is a 12 meter as well. So you kind of go in through here, you can see it says unload back there. I'm actually going to switch over to the unload to the left. So 12 meters, 40 feet, unrealistic capacity, unload to the left. And that is all I need. That is it right there. And we'll use one of my favorite tractors on it, the Versatile Nemesis. I love this thing, and no one can tell me that it's not one of the best tractors in the game. So we'll go up to the top. We will enable our auto load, and we should be able to load up this pretty quickly. Again, I don't know how many liters this is, but we are about to find out, aren't we? I ran into it. Well, we're at 200,000 liters anyway, so we can't fit any more in there. That was a lot of fun. But watch this. We'll just bring this over here. Now, it is going to unload in those pallets. Again, the 22,000 liter pallet. So we will have to just kind of keep hitting that button. Boom, 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 boom. Unloaded. Boom, done. It will say not enough space to unload every time, but that's just kind of the way it is. Also, I don't have to do anything else. Like, it's ready to be loaded up again. There you go. That's how fast that happened. No scripts, no nothing like that. It's utilizing the same setup that we have with the containers, but guess what? You don't have to load it in the back of the container anymore. We'll just show the one from Liftable Bales and Pallets. Now, you can utilize these shipping containers still if you would like. It's just a different way to do things. And you know me, I like the unrealistic stuff. I may or may not have begged Let's Be Having Moo to put in an unrealistic version. And they did about an hour before recording this video. They have been awesome. And I don't really know what else to show you. Like, that's kind of it. That's what it does. You can sell the pallets and stuff, but yeah. Oh, we should show you what the pallets are like. almost forgot. Now, doing testing for this mod has been super duper easy because it utilizes a normal fill level. So I can just click, fill it up with wood, and that's all I have to do. That's it. Fill it up, fill it with wood, pull forward a little bit, and unload. And do it again. It's so easy. Boom, done. It's pretty cool, huh? It's very, 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 very cool. I think 3 is probably going to be fine. Before we show you this one, I'm going to unload this because I wanted to show you one other button that we do have, but for some reason it takes a while, and Let's Be Having Moo can't really figure out how to turn it faster. So we'll come over here, and we've got one other button, and you can see refill trailer left stick. Well, if I hit that, it is going to go, but it is going very slowly. It's like 200 liters a second or something like that. So we got like 17, 18, 19, 2000, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So it's like 200 liters a second. It takes a while. It takes a long while. So can you load them back up manually or automatically? Yeah, of course you can. But I don't I don't know if I recommend it. So let's talk about how these are pallets. You might be able to see, so I'm walking into this, and then when I stop, that's when my player stops. I can't actually walk on top of these because the pallet is still the same size. It's just visibly different. So that's as far as I could go walking into that. Get out to about here. So you can see it is a little different. Yay! Apparently you can put these in object storages, but I've been told don't, so I can't do it at least until the videos or the mod's out itself. So we've got that, and under it, we're actually going to be able to see where the pallet is. So I'm going to go into my F5 menu here, and you can actually see how big the pallet is, the square all the way around it. And then the pallet that we've got at the bottom. So that's where the forks go into. And it kind of just slides right in there. It's really easy. And then we can see this one as well. It has a huge, huge pickup around the outside of it. We got a bunch of stuff going on kind of at the same time here. But this is your pallet right here. I'm actually going to grab this and pull it out of there just so you can see the square. Bam! There it is. So we get the full area all the way around, so that's where we know where we'll be able to pick it up, and I say pick it up, come through there with our trailer and load that back up if we wanted to. And then this is the full area all the way around where we'll be able to load it into it. Hopefully Let's Be Having Moo doesn't fuss at me too much for showing you guys all of that goody stuff. So we'll disable that. We will grab this. You can load this with just about anything. They're really lightweight, and because they're lightweight, you can move them with almost anything. DJ, how much do they weigh? They weigh approximately 600 kilograms for 22,000 liters. Hey, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Yeah, we can come up here, angle that down a little bit, and then boom, it kind of pops in, and we're ready to go. 22,000 liters, just like that. Handling it like it's nothing. Also, it's really not letting go either. These are on there, and they are on good. Whatever pallet system he's using, yes please, thank you very much. Keep doing it, because it is holding on. We are able to move these around and do it to it. Now, visibly, they're all gonna look the same. And I can't get it off of there. They're on so good that I can't get it off. Oh, come on. There we go. I can't prove that it happened, but I just got $66,000, so that should prove it enough. There's another pretty easy way for transporting if you guys wanted to load these up. I mean, you can. There's nothing that's going to stop you from loading them up and putting them on a low loader like this. And we can strap them all down and see we got 44,000 liters of wood on there. So we can transport it like this, but I mean, if you're already using a trailer, you may as well just transport it like 200,000 liters. But all the trailers, unless it's an unrealistic, doesn't make 2 pallets. Well, I guess the big one does. It makes more than 2 pallets. Just over. Looks like 46,000 liters, I think. So that would be the only one that I would recommend above this. But you could do this. Like I said, you could do this. You can stack the pallets on top of each other. It is all Good. Hopefully you've been able to kind of see everything, get an idea for this stuff. Again, these are basically containers at the end of the day. They are a container, and the containers are basically pallets. They're just a special kind of pallet. Boom. Now it's sold. We can go back and get some more. It's a really cool setup. I really dig it. Will this convince you to do more logging? Will this get you excited about your existing logging setup? Or is logging just still not your thing? I think this is just cool, which gets me excited about playing Farming Simulator. So that is my verdict. I'm really digging it, real excited, real pumped for Autoload logs coming to all platforms. If you got any questions, let me know. If you got any ideas, hey, let me know down there as well. I know that Let's Be Having Moot would love to hear from you guys, so if there's anything that you're quite curious about, hey, let them know there as well. We'll leave a link down below for you to check them out. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.